Are you ready?
Wally has played George Michael again on Sports Chat with Neil and Wally.
Use the word jetapult. It's actually a word people don't realize.
Hey, little curveball. Got my fingers on the seams right there. This is Dog Days of Summer. Dog Days of Summer, right?
Who's the dog? What is that?
Beat up Bulldog Johnny, stole his belt and put it on. Roll across a spidget. A spidget. Welcome to the April 28th edition of Sports Chat with Neil and Wally, and as always, we appreciate you tuning in. Whether you cranking it up on Facebook or switched it over to Channel 2 on C Spire or YouTube, or if it's Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, and you're just now catching the show, it don't matter to us, does it?
It don't matter.
We just appreciate you watching, and man, what a huge weekend in Troy, Alabama. Mm-hmm. Spring moves on, and we start peaking at summer just a little bit. Everyone wants to be outside. The weather's warming up. There's outside events to go to, and Troy was no different this weekend. They were one of those that had an outside event. We also had the T-Day game Saturday, Wally, and Troy Fest downtown. I mean, it was just a great weekend in Troy, Alabama, and the weather was just perfect.
Beautiful.
Just perfect. A little bit of hotness, but there was always a breeze to keep you cool, and it was just a really, really good weekend. And if you couldn't find something outside to do this weekend in Troy, you just weren't looking very hard. And speaking of Troy Fest, well, here we go. Somebody calling in from downtown Troy Fest right here. Downtown Troy Fest, can we help you?
He's back. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, Bulldog Johnny? Did you have a good weekend, man?
Yeah, I did. I had to. Sorry, I missed y'all last week. It was
kicked us to the curb.
I had to get up and go to work for 2 days during the week this past weekend. I normally work on weekends, but our manager had something else going on, so I guess somewhat I volunteered to go in and work 2 days this past week. That's why I missed y'all last week.
Well, that's being a good employee. I'm proud of you.
But hey, like they say, duty calls.
Duty calls. That's right.
Hey, Bulldog, I had a guy ask me at Troy Fest that, were you a real person? He thought that we got, like wrestling, thought we had a fake Bulldog Johnny that calls the show. And I'm like, no, he's real.
No, he's a real person.
I said, he's a real person. Really thought you were.
He's a real person. He's real. He's also coaching down there at school too. Which next week is the big week. It starts
spring
training next Monday.
Hey, is there anybody hurt that's not going to be able to participate in spring training?
Not that I'm aware of. It's not. I mean, we got everybody back at full blast. From what I can tell.
Good deal, man. That's awesome.
We've got a real good. I'm gonna tell y'all something that Coach told me the other day. We got a real good feeder program coming up. We've got out of the 6th graders that's coming to 7th grade next year, there's I think a dozen of them that want to come out and play.
Okay.
Plus, there's about 8 or 9 kids from Banks that's never played that want to play when they get to 9th grade next year at the high school. That tells you something about that. That just makes it that much more exciting, man.
That does, man. That's a lot of kids wanting to come out for football right there.
It is. Shoot. I tell you, woo. And then this year is going to be the biggest senior class we've ever had. I mean, oh my goodness.
How many is it?
21 or 22. I'm telling you, we'll have just about, if you, this will be no lie, on senior night, I promise you, on senior night, we'll have one end of the field to the other end of the field, probably full of football players, bands, and cheerleaders. I promise you that. You wait and see. If that's the case, I will take a picture of it and post it all over Facebook if it is.
Do it, man. But you know what comes with Wally? With big senior classes, you know what comes with that? Expectations.
Expectations, exactly.
Big time expectations. Yeah, I've always thought that this class is going to be the one that gets us back to where we be the state champions. And hey, when you got a guy like Nemo Williams coming back, I tell you something. That's real something right there. When you got 2 out of your 3 out of your 4 possible starting running backs are seniors this year, that's really going to help the load a little bit. Then you got little Speedy, as I call him, Mr. Jackson, as a junior. So
Braylon.
That helps out some.
That's right. Some, he's lightning, man. He helps out a lot.
helps out a lot. He's the. In other words, I tell you this. I would rather run any play you want to run to the outside. I would run it with him than anybody else because he's just that quick to get to the outside.
Yep. Any coaching changes over there? Spring training is I know Coach Hurts is a mainstay, but anybody flipping and flopping on the offensive and defensive coordinators or position coaches?
No, everybody's still the same as always.
Is Coach Suber gonna help again? I know he's in retirement, but he helped.
I don't know for certain. I've heard he might. I've heard he might not.
Okay.
Probably won't know the answer to that till next Monday.
Boy, he is a wealth of knowledge. Y'all will be lucky to get him back.
Coach Suber,
And I'm
really
going to tell you, I've been watching some of the stuff on our spring game opponents and us and Highland Home. Now I'm going to tell y'all, this is weird. If you look at this particular stat right here, this is weird. Now Highland Home has got, I counted on their roster 17 or 18 seniors coming back, just about the whole bulk of their offense except maybe a few linemen and their quarterback, and we've got 22 seniors coming back. So if you think about it, that's 40 seniors on combined that's going to be out on the field during the spring game showing off. I mean, good gracious.
Sure.
And get this, Charles Henderson plays on both.
They do.
And what's so bad is
They play Pike County and Highland Home.
Back to back. I know I read that on the schedule. I said, oh my stars, they throwing Troy in and they throwing Charles Henderson in the gauntlet pretty early.
I've already had one person bet me $100 that Highland Home beats Charles Henderson.
What?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you the way I, with all the guys they got coming back, if y'all can't keep that ball boy in the backfield, it's gonna be a rough night for Troy. But I'm sure they might put the stops on him. We've had a good week this past week in track. I know we've had a lot of people doing good in track sectionals.
Yep.
I think state is this weekend coming up, I believe.
Yep. What's the Brundage Fest this coming up Saturday? What's the name of it?
Springfest.
Spring Fest. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing like Troy Fest. They have arts and crafts vendors, live entertainment, this, that, and the other. Same thing as
I got you.
Troy Fest, just not as big,
Yeah.
you would say, as Troy Fest is.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm
trying to convince Wally to come down and set up his Wally Folk Art sale from Wally Folk Art. I'm pretty sure he made a ton of money at Troy Fest. this
He
past
may have sold Slim out.
Yeah, I'm about out. Bulldog. About out.
Yeah, if y'all get a chance next Saturday, come on down. Heck, it's gonna be from 8 or 9 in the morning to sometime that afternoon. It's gonna be busy Saturday next Saturday.
Before you hang up, let me get your take on this. You ready?
Yeah.
The Cleveland Guardians have the best record in the American League. They visit Truist Park over the weekend. Chris Sale pitches lights out. The Braves beat them 2 out of 3, and now they got Ozzie Albies back in the lineup. Explain to me how good you think the Braves are.
Well, if they can get Acuna, Riley, and Olsen to start firing the bats up, talking about home run wise, they gonna be unstoppable. But not this series coming up, but the weekend series is really gonna be the test for them playing the Dodgers. But because the Dodgers is always the one that everybody says if it has to go through them, it's got to go through the Dodgers. And Wally, guess who's on primetime ESPN tonight?
That'd be the Cubbies, baby.
The Cubbies.
Them
Sunday Night Baseball.
At Fenway, I said, well, now
They got beat 21-0.
doing something a little different. They're showing the Cubs, and then on the Sunday showed Atlanta last Sunday night. So
Somebody beat them 21-0 this week.
But I'm telling you, Chris Sale looks like he did back when he was with the White Sox. I'm telling you, he was real good.
Yep. All right, I just want to get your
think
take on that.
Boston just got to him a little bit. All that sign stealing with Boston and all that. I think that might have played into it. He just wanted to go somewhere else.
Maybe so. Well, Bulldog, we sure appreciate you calling, man. You have a great week.
Yeah, big man.
Yeah, y'all too, and if y'all get a chance next week, y'all come down, and I'll sure be getting a thing y'all next week, and hopefully the following week I'll try to call y'all too on the following Sunday on the 12th and let y'all know how many altogether we got out for the spring and stuff.
Good deal. We looking forward to
good,
it.
buddy.
I will talk to y'all later, and y'all need to get some of that. That was bad a while ago. Y'all started off the show with no music. Come on.
Well,
now.
we had a deep conversation going, and before you knew it, it was time for the show to start, and wasn't neither one of us ready.
No.
I apologize.
Yeah, but y'all have a good night, fella.
See you,
All
bud.
right, well,
Well, if we don't play the music,
people get upset.
if we don't play the music, and if we don't do the Facebook funnies,
We're toast.
we toast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that's why people tune in. It's on that, man. But Troy Fest, man.
That and the commercials.
Yeah, that and the commercials. And I know you did your Wally art this weekend. Did the rocket painting sell? Tell the viewing audience about Troy Fest.
Well, Troy Fest, hey, I give a bell ring to Rob Drinker and them. They did such a great job. All of them. Sheila Jackson, they just did such a good job. And the weather was beautiful. Had a lot of folks there. A lot of arts and crafts and food vendors.
I enjoyed hanging out with you a little while.
Yeah, you got hanging out, and hats off to Chip Wallace. I think he needs to win the Pizza of the Week. He actually helped me. Chip actually helped me unpack. I mean, pack up.
Yeah,
it was nice of him to do that. And yeah, the rocket ship finally sold. I sold everything except the rocket ship, and it finally sold.
Does Brian Meadows get commission?
Yeah, Brian. Nah, he don't get commission. And Brian told me, this is no joke. He come over to the house a couple weeks ago and said, I tell you what, I sell a rocket ship, Saturn V rocket. Brought me the board, folks. He brought me a big old board.
He done cut it and everything.
Cut it and everything. So I painted this rocket. It hung up. It was just a conversation piece. So he texted me last night and said, hey, did it sell? And I said, I sold everything except that. But it sold. Engineer bought it. But anyway, it was great. And I got a picture. One of my favorite paintings. There it is. Mr. Cinco and Miss Barber. They bought. That's the old Cinco building. And I did a photo. I did a painting of him back when I did the hero, the Troy famous people. Troy. Yeah. And it was one of Mr. Cinco with his pipe. You know, remember back when we were kids? You go, he was the pharmacist there on the square, and I did one of him, and I did one of Mr. Joe as well at Bird's Drugs. Mm-hmm. But anyway, hey, she gave me a cake.
She cooks cheesecakes.
So delicious.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a great time, and again, hats off. They do such a great job, and got to see a lot of people, a lot of old friends, and hats off to folks that bragged on our TV show. Actually saw Mike Amos, talked to him a little bit, and man, our show's popular, man. People just, it's amazing. I mean, people, of course, I support. I wear my shirt.
You had your shirt on, yeah.
And people are like, man, yeah, y'all are great. And the biggest thing of the kids want to know about the pizza.
They worried about that
pizza, folks, is...
It's the most important thing.
If you don't win a pizza, they get upset, buddy. But anyway, it was great, man.
That's good, great. Man. I enjoyed Troy Fest too, Wally. And, you get to walk and talk and see a lot of folks. And I did not get over to the T-Day game, though. I spent a lot of time at Troy Fest. But I did make it over to Smith Hall or Gloria Theater or whatever they got it named these days. So watched my daughter clog last night, and that was neat. It was real long. Mm-hmm. Man, they just go on and on for hours and hours. But that's it. Brian Meadows just texted me and said you owe him commission for sure. He said, and all the piranha paintings too.
Yeah, I tell him I sold it for $5.
But yeah, but the clogging was neat, man. I enjoyed that. But it was just a great weekend, man. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. And yeah, and again, for I move on about the NFL draft, I did win. I was excited. I won the Doug Hawkins Folk Art Award.
That is
Merit
exciting.
Award. So that was nice. I got a ribbon, and it was just super nice. Anytime I win something about Doug Hawkins, that means a lot.
That's right. Yeah.
He inspired me and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about we wrapped up the NFL draft.
Yep.
It started on Thursday and went through today, and as expected, Caleb Williams, and you were right, went number one to the Chicago Bears. I saw where Bo Nix went to Denver. Are you happy with that? I mean, what's your?
Yeah, I am, man. I'm a Bo Nix fan. I was a fan of his dad, Patrick Nix, when he quarterbacked quarterbacked at Auburn, and I was a Bo Nix fan when he quarterbacked at Auburn, and I followed him to Oregon and watched him out there. Bo Nix will always be from the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
And even his watch party for the draft was here in Alabama. And, you know, I'm not so positive that he's going to be a highly successful NFL quarterback. But yes, Wally, I'm okay with the Broncos taking Bo Nix. I'm a lifelong Denver Broncos fan. And he joins another former Auburn quarterback, Jarrett Stidham. It's going to be a battle between those two to see who starts, Jarrett Stidham or Bo Nix.
Well, let me ask you this. Sadly, I did not get to see any of the draft because of getting prepared for Troy Fest.
Yeah.
When you said that Bo Nix did the thing, I mean, was it good? Did y'all watch any of it?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
So they had
really
they on the phone and all that.
Yeah, he was at his dad's place over at, what you call it, Alabama. Yeah.
Auburn or Opelika or something.
In a little country town outside Phoenix City.
So they're all there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a moment to cover the top 13 draft picks and tell me anything that jumps off the board. Of course, Caleb Williams, quarterback, USC, went to Bears. Jaden Daniels went to Washington. Drake May, that surprised me.
Did he really?
Went to Patriots. Marvin Harrison went to Arizona. Joe Alt, offensive tackle, went to Chargers. Malik Neighbors went to the Giants. J.C. Latham, offensive tackle, Alabama. That was one of the Alabamas that went first round. Michael Penix, quarterback, Washington, went to Atlanta. Ain't he a left-hander?
He is. Kind of a la Michael Vick.
Yeah, I bet that was. I saw the thing on the bottom that says, I want the general manager gets fired. You see that? Rome Odunze. Went to the Bears. J.J. McCarthy, Michigan, went to the Vikings. Quarterback. A lot of quarterbacks on there, Neil.
6 quarterbacks in the first 12 picks.
Yeah. Bo Nix, of course, quarterback at Oregon, and then Brock Byers, tight end.
I'm going to tell you, Wally, looking at that, I stopped at 13 because they started getting into the crazy, off-the-wall offensive lineman from –
Wally, you skipped number 11. Why don't you try that name?
He skipped it on purpose.
I did. Alulu Fashanu.
Alulu Fashanu.
Yeah.
Of course, the Jets are going to take that.
Jets. Oh, yeah. Alulu Fashanu.
Alulu. I got you.
Okay. Well, I knew Nate called on that. I'm tired, Nate. I mean, this has been a long day.
6 of the first 12 picks were quarterbacks. That's unprecedented. And there's not a single defensive player taken in the top 14. The 15th pick was the first defensive player taken. And not listed on that list, Wally, was Alabama's Dallas Turner at number 17. He went to the Vikings. Dallas Turner will be an immediate impact player for the Minnesota Vikings. But back to your question, anything jump off the sheet right there? Atlanta trading up to number 8 and grabbing the left-hander Michael Penix at quarterback really shocked me, you know. They just spent a lot of money getting Kirk Cousins from the Minnesota Vikings just a month ago. And then they draft a quarterback. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, they got their quarterback a few weeks ago, and everybody thought they were going after edge rushers and defensive players. And also I thought Brock Bowers was a top 10 pick. Well, he went 13th. 13th ain't bad by no means. I mean, that's great. But I just thought that Brock Bowers was a game changer. I thought that kid was a top 10 NFL pick.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you on that. He's big. I mean, he's going to be a huge tight end.
This was the quote from Kirby Smart. You ready? Mm-hmm. When they asked Kirby Smart about Brock Bowers, he said, if I'd have played him at running back, he would have been my starter. That's how athletic he is.
Yeah, incredible. Well, he's 13, but buddy, they got a good one. Yeah. And hey, 2 Troy guys got drafted.
They did, that, man? Running back Kamani Vidal, when he went 181st to the San Diego Chargers, and outside linebacker Javon Solomon was 168th by the Buffalo Bills, and several other players got free agent deals and minicamp offers, including our beloved Gunnar Watson. Gunnar gets to go get his chance. Gunnar, he'll be missed at Troy. Gunnar was the consummate Trojan, man. He never transferred. He never wavered. He stayed a Trojan, and he stuck it out in Troy. And I will always respect him for that when everybody else was jumping from city to city, campus to campus. Twice, folks, Mark it down, twice the Troy coaching staff brought in big-time transfers. Jared Dagey from West Virginia, the leading all-time passer in the NCAA. Twice they brought in quarterbacks to replace Gunnar Watson. And guess who prevailed as the starter both times? Gunnar Watson. Man. I like Gunnar Watson. I hope he does well and at least makes a clipboard quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, never know, man. Never know. Well, listen, we had several high schools win in the second round of the high school baseball playoffs this weekend. Pike Liberal Arts, Brantley, Ayrton, Tallahassee Opp, and Providence Christian are all moving on, and they are what is called the Elite Eight now. We're going to dive in that deeper, but I think Nate is going to get on to us if we don't take a first break.
Only 8 in each division left, Waller. You said the Elite Eight, and no matter what happens from here on out, those kids can always say they had a deep run in the Alabama High School Athletic Association playoffs, and can't nobody take that from them, and they'll talk about that from years to come. But we are up against our first break. We're not quite finished with our opening monologue yet. We ran a little long. We'll be right back.
Sweet Grace, unbelievable.
Mr. Neal, is this the guy that does the sports show with you?
Oh no, yes it is.
He was in last week and bought all my Sweet Grace, and now he's back again.
Wow, you got enough He's got enough Sweet Grace at home. Put that stuff back. Man, it's some good stuff, man. Please come to Glow on the square, shop local. Come and get you some Sweet Grace before Wally gets it all. 3, 2. Man, what kind of call is that? Are you kidding me? The ball bounced in front of the plate. He's out of there, baby. What in the world? You can't see nothing. I'm over here. Over here. What? You the ball bounced in front of the plate. Man, he needs to go to Troy Eye Care, 566-7172, and get those eyes checked immediately. Oh, man. Wally, what are you doing at the UPS store? My printer is jammed, man. I got to do 2,000 copies for the Penske file. Well, why even worry with that little bitty printer and print one at a time, man? You're going to run out of ink. Look, UPS store does mass printing. They can print 2,000 or 3,000 copies. Cheap, fast, and efficient. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. I mean, why even mess with it? Come to the UPS store on Brothers Street. UPS store, all your printing needs. Man, I'm out here at Firehouse Subs in Troy, and I ordered me a sandwich on my app. Best sandwiches in town, Firehouse Subs, Troy, Alabama. Wally, what are you doing? What are you doing up here at Firehouse? Bill, they said for a fireman get free subs, man. They don't get free subs. Firemen get discounts. Oh, discounts. But they know you're not a fireman. Yeah. Come on, I ordered on my app. It was super easy. I'll pay for yours. Come on in. What are you doing with the hose? What are you doing with the hose? So nice. Welcome to Firehouse in Troy. Come see them. Best subs in town. Look at all these ladies. This is a beautiful day in the
Hi, guys.
Hey, ladies.
How are you?
Good.
Hey, where did y'all get those shirts?
Oh, they shirts.
Yes.
Oh, they want to wear the shirt. Oh, shit. Pete Van Horn. Yeah, see, they're Deep South Apparel shirts from Pete Van Horn in Montgomery. All of your t-shirts and apparel, they can print anything. Call Pete Van Horn, Deep South Apparel, Montgomery, Alabama.
These teenage years can be tricky to navigate, especially when it comes to teaching my son about managing money. I'm thankful for helpful tools like Sidekick from Max. With Sidekick, requesting and rewarding money is easy. He can earn it by completing chores, making honor roll, or simply making a request from his own app. I love that I can easily monitor his purchases and set limits to help him learn to make smart choices with his spending, even on video games. Sidekick. Find it in your Max app.
Hey, Wally. What in the world? You got all these fans in the window, man. Man, I was cooking a mess of chitlins. It about burned my house down, man. My whole house smells like chitlins. What is it, smoky in there? Yes. And these fans are going to help, I think. The fans are not going to get the smoke damage out of your kitchen. You're going to have to call Alabama Restoration, 371-5591. Alabama Restoration. No mess is too big, especially not a little smoke damage in Wally's kitchen cooking his chitlins. Call them at Alabama Restoration.
Oh, Wally, what are you doing back here?
Oh, I'm steaming the sandwich. That thing's hot now. You can tell. They serve hot, steamed sub sandwiches here at Mama Goldberg's in Troy, Alabama. And you will burn yourself on that steam. Hey, they got Rice Krispie treats, double doozy chocolate chip cookies, regular chocolate chip cookies, cakes in a cup, chili, potato soup, you name it. Great atmosphere. They have bands on Thursday nights. Come see them at Mama Goldberg's for a hot steamed sandwich, Wally. I can tell you. Troy, Alabama. Come see them.
On the loose, I let you grooving.
I'm going to be honest. I know who it is from our off-air conversation, but I would have never got it.
You'd have never got it.
No.
Driving and Crime.
Driving and Crying.
That was a cool.
That wasn't one of their big hits.
Yeah, they had maybe 3 hits, and that was maybe the last one.
The third best one.
Fly Me Courageous was
Yeah.
the name of that song. But Driving and Crying. Hey, Nate knew it, man.
Nate knew who it was.
Nate jumped right on it.
Yeah, that's right up his genre right there.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. You know, let's finish up the dialogue here.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh, yeah, and there was a lot of signings and commitments this past week, and we're going to cover all those in our show. Heck, we even got a track and field stuff this week, man.
And with the high school baseball winding down, you know, most schools are starting to prepare for the spring training, and Charles Henderson will play JAG at the Vet in their spring game May the 9th at 7 p.m. Wally and I will be on the call. C-Spire will be covering it live, and we'll be right there, and we're going to be rusty, but we'll figure it out. And the entire C-Spire Classic is going to be over 3 days. The 9th, 10th, and 11th at the Vet, and there's some good teams coming. Dothan's coming, Aliceville, and Goshen's playing, and it's going to be a nice Park Crossings and Goshen will finish it out on Saturday, and Wally and I'll be on the call, and Bulldog Johnny's volunteered to help if one of us gets hoarse and wore out or whatever. We're going to have to bring him on maybe.
That's good. Actually, I was telling you, I saw Mike Amos today, and Mike asked us, he said, you and Neil going to do the spring? He goes, I used to love doing those spring games. And I said, yeah. And I told Mike, I said, I miss him on the morning show and stuff, but he loves our show, man.
Yeah,
he loves our show.
The old transfer portal's open again, Wally, and Auburn lands the top wide receiver in the portal. Keandre Lambert-Smith comes over from Penn State. Whew, I hope Peyton Thorne can get him the ball. I don't know. You know, Auburn just had trouble throwing the ball last year. I just hope Peyton Thorne can throw it towards him.
Well, Neil, Auburn needs more than a wide receiver now, bro. I'm saying. Hey, let me ask you this, crazy. Do you like it being the transfer portal being open twice a year? You like that?
No, I don't. I think the transfer portal right now in the spring is all that's needed. I really do. I think the one in December just drives everybody crazy. I think it causes confusion. I mean, you got coaches being hired and fired. Let that play out.
Yeah.
You got bowl games, preparations. You got seniors wanting to sit out of bowl games. You got people transferring. And I just answer your question, I think one in the spring. You got all your coaches settled in. Everybody's been hired and fired.
Yeah.
You got your staffs. Let there be a transfer portal right now in the spring, most of the time after spring training. Let the kids go through the spring training, and if they're going to be second and third string and they want to hop ship, here we go. But that good. December one,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't think Vanderbilt got it. I mean, Alabama. I don't think Alabama got anyone big in the portal yet this spring, but they don't need anyone. Still got a bunch of 5 stars.
Man.
But like
they got 5 stars in every position. They don't need no transfer portal. I'm gonna tell you what. We're gonna find out what kind of Coach DeBoer is right up front, because Alabama ain't nobody transferred hardly from Alabama, and I mean, they got 5 stars at every positions, and when you got 5 stars at every position, the bar is set high. And not because it's replacing Saban. They're going to say, you got 5 stars at every position. You need to win.
Well, I'll tell you another one now. You better watch out for Colorado, brother.
Yes.
They number 2.
It is.
In the transfer portal. I mean, some good players coming to Boulder, man.
Yes. They got the Ole Miss again is ranked number 1, but Colorado went from ranked 30th to number 2. There's a lot of kids going to Colorado, and they're all 3 and 4 star players, a couple of 5 stars, a lot of 4-star players, and hey, I'm gonna say the same for Coach Prime that I just said for Coach DeBoer. Okay, you get Prime's getting all them players. If he's loaded with 4-star athletes out there on that West Coast, if you got all them 4-star athletes out there on the West Coast, that means the bar gets a little higher for Coach Prime. We'll see how good he can lead a team. You know, they kind of fell on their face a little bit last year, and now they're loading up in the portal. They
all
better,
that hype in the beginning. Remember?
yeah, they better perform a little bit, man.
Well, transfer portal, no portal. We got a great show for y'all tonight, folks. We
do.
And Neil's going to tell you who our commercial sponsors
Lord,
are.
our opening
And
monologue
speaking
took
of
30 minutes.
sponsors, you know, we got a conference this week down in Mobile.
We
and every
do.
now and then at Mobile, and evening time when we go out to eat, we go.
Mobile has kind of been known for producing good commercials.
Good commercials, man.
So
We've had the battleship, the
Yeah.
submarine.
Oh, yeah.
and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. We got the Old Barn Restaurant in Goshen, The Market, Hooks Barbecue, Troy Eye Care, Glow Boutique, Piggly Wigglies of Troy, Turner Mowing, Deep South Apparel, Mama Goldberg's, the UPS Store, Road Mart, Jones Medical Supply, the Alabama Real Estate Connection, Serrera, Ralph, Baker, Hastings, and Reeves, Town and Country Flooring, Bill Jackson, Ford and Chevy. New to the show, David Adams Realty, PLS Surveying, Southern Animal Hospital and Pet Resort, Crow's Chicken of Brundage, The Corner Restaurant, Max Federal Credit Union, Stone Cold Heating and Cooling, Sorrell College of Business, The Crease Agency, All-Star Collision, Preston Steakhouse, Alabama Restoration, Double H Ornamental, and Firehouse Subs. 6:30, Nate, we back on track. We'll be right back.
Hey, Wally, what you guys out here in this field for? Neil, I finally bought a brand new boat. A boat, man. Show it to me. Look at that. What? Got it on Facebook. Facebook? Yes, sir. The USS Alabama? Yes, I got to get some insurance. Well, you're going to need to call the Crease Agency. They sell insurance on everything. How you going to get it back to Troy? You got a trailer, don't you? I don't got a trailer. I hope you didn't buy any beachfront property in Arizona on Facebook. Call Crease Agency for all your insurance needs. Jason, how you doing, man?
Neil.
Wally, what are you doing at Jones Medical Supply?
I can't sleep at night, man. I had to come see Jason.
Well, if your sleep doctor said you needed a CPAP, you came to the right place. Jason Jones at Jones Medical Supply will fix you up. Does that thing fit right?
Yeah.
Good deal. Well, this is like the Snuffleupagus. Give Jason Jones a call. Jones Medical Supply, 566-1002.
Look at this, what we got, Sully.
What are you doing, Wally?
Man, our game warden gave me a ticket, Neil.
Game warden gave you a ticket. Are you hunting on the right property?
Well, I thought this was my property right here, man.
Do you know where the lines are?
Not really.
Man, you need to contact the PLS group. They do all the land surveying you need. If you're building a house, building property, marking property, you're hunting land so you know where to go. PLS group, 403-4234. Give them a call.
Do I get a get out of jail free card?
No, you don't get a get out of jail free card.
Man, what in the world? You just dang T-bone me right here. What in the heck? Playing with fidget spinner?
Wally, did you have a wreck?
Mr. Wally?
Man, this girl right here is playing with this fidget spinner, texting on the phone and T-bone me right here in the parking lot. I was about to go pay my speeding ticket.
Right here at the police station?
Yeah.
Well, luckily at the police station, we can just call All-Star Collision, 808-8822. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Can I have the fidget spinner back?
Yeah, you can have
Please,
it.
Mr. Wally.
All
Thank
she's
you.
worried about is a fidget spinner. Call All-Star Collision for all your accidents, 808-8822.
You gained donuts?
Oh man, what a nice day with the windows down. Yeah, cruising right along, man. Just running around Troy.
Hey, man, what's that smell?
What do you mean? That's Hooks Barbecue, man.
Oh,
Don't
that's
you smell
Hooks?
it? Hooks.
Oh, I'm going to Hooks, brother.
Oh my God, hold on. Good Lord, what in the world? Hooks, baby. Good Lord, help us all. He about killed us. Good gracious. We're out here at this lovely pond with the Alabama Real Estate Connection crew. They can hook you up all types of land, recreational sports, ponds, and everything. We're fishing to catch us a big old brim.
I got one, Wally. But then what if you want something other than just a fishing pond?
Well, if you're looking for hunting land, the Alabama Real Estate Connection will help you with all your hunting land needs too. Here are the agents right here. They'll hook you up with your hunting land.
Call us.
Make sure you contact the Alabama Real Estate Connection for all your real estate needs. Look at these fine agents right here. All your real estate needs. They can find anything for you, maybe even a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot?
Man, what are you doing up here at the market? Are you trying to feed the whole family?
Feed the whole family, yeah.
Well, do they got spaghetti?
They got spaghetti, bacon with ham.
Do they have poppy seed chicken?
They got poppy seed chicken right here.
Is that a bag of Ritz crackers on top of the poppy seed chicken?
It is, Neil, and got some rolls.
Got the rolls? What about to drink?
Well, we got that bottle of Francesca wine.
Moscato and rosé? What if you wanted a cold beer?
Well,
They got that too?
We got that too, Neil.
What about a little dessert? Wait a minute, is this camp stew? Are you kidding me?
Everything.
Is this a fresh salad? A fresh turkey salad and a fresh chicken salad. Got side salads too. Everything you could ever imagine. Just grab it, go home, warm it up for the family. Easy peasy. Everybody eats good. Visit the market on the square in Troy.
Fire on the Mountain, that's Charlie Daniels, man. Nope. Charlie Daniels, Fire on the Mountain.
Marshall took him out.
Oh, Mark, you got me. Golly. Fire on the Mountain.
Fire on the mountain, lightning in the
Oh,
air.
what about Facebook?
Yeah, we need to run those Facebook funnies.
Don't want to get in trouble.
Finally bit the bullet and upgraded my old irons. I'm so excited. Just magic marker.
That is great, man.
Mom said she found this pipe in the car and that we need to have a talk. It's an air gauge.
That is good.
Reasons why someone eats an oatmeal raisin cookie on the right. They like oatmeal raisin cookies a little bit. It was free. And they thought it was a chocolate chip.
That's me right there to the left.
I just met Chris Pratt. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Chris Pratt.
That's
I got you.
good.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, geez. Hey, let's cover the second round baseball playoff outcomes. This was last week, but we need to cover them real quick. And in the AISA, the only one in our area was Crenshaw Christian, and they got eliminated by Coosa Valley. So Coosa Valley moves on. Crenshaw Christian, good season, made it to the second round, but they're done. And in 1A, Brantley sweeps University Charter, but Elba fell to South Lamar. So Brantley moves on into 1A, Elba is eliminated. In the 2A, which is the big hubbub around here, Pike Liberal Arts swept Cottonwood, GW Long fell to Bayshore Christian, and Ayrton beats Wicksburg. So Pike Liberal moves on, GW Long is eliminated, and Ayrton moves on.
Okay. And 3A, Thomasville eliminates Houston Academy. Ops sweeps St. James. I cannot believe that, but that happened. Prattville Christian beats XL, and Providence Christian Needle, they beat New Brockton.
And I wanted to throw a little caveat in there. We normally don't cover Prattville Christian, but I've had a parent or two inbox me asking me to post Prattville Christian stuff. They're not in our television area, but hey, if you're going to text me and ask me to post your stuff, I will.
Well, you know what? It's weird you said that because one of our sponsors, Deep South Apparel, Pete Van Horn, his kids go to that school.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he helped coach there a little bit.
Okay, well, see there? There's a little connection right
Yep,
there.
sure
Okay.
enough. On 4A, Oak Grove eliminates the defending 4A state champs Andalusia. 5A, Tallahassee beats Gulf Shores.
I could not believe that.
And Hopeville eliminated Headland, and Enterprise fell to Auburn. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Enterprise was the only 7A team we were watching, and they fell to Auburn. So moving on to round 3, right?
Yep.
So, Wally, we need to let everybody know who is playing who in round 3, which will start this Thursday. In the 1A, Brantley will play Florella. In the 2A, Pike Liberal Arts will play Bayshore Christian, and Ayrton faces Reeltown.
Wow. Let me tell you, Bayshore Christian, I thought that was a fluke that they beat GW Long.
Really?
So
Yeah.
I think that might be 2 and done. That's my opinion.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
3A, Ott will play Thomasville, and Providence Christian will face Prattville Christian.
Yep.
And 5A, Tallahassee will play Mobile Christian.
Yeah, and everybody in 6A and 7A in our area has been eliminated.
Eliminated, yeah.
Round 3 is going to be closer competition, Wally. I think it is, and all that means is all the teams that have made it this far have had really good baseball seasons, and they got good teams to be in the Elite Eight. These teams are good. Nate, we're supposed to delete Valencia's. But hey, if Valencia's was still open, I'd tell you to go there, but they didn't make it, folks. They shut the doors.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Anyway, round 3 and moving on in baseball, and you ready to get some shout-outs?
Yeah,
Let's give some shout-outs. We'll start over at Pike Liberal Arts. Their top offensive and defensive lineman, Coy Bell, enjoyed a weekend at Line Scott football. Coy's very big,
Look at those arms
very
on Coy,
strong lineman, and he's one of those that's just really fixing to start getting some offers any day now. And he had a big weekend at Line Scott. So congratulations to Coy Bell.
He is pumping that iron, man.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a little bit about some track and field updates. Over at Luverne, they had a successful day. Olivia Cornett was second in the 400 and first in the 800. KK Dixon was fourth in the 200 and fifth in the 400. And D. Smith was fifth in the 100 and third in the 200. Congratulations, Luverne Tigers track athletes.
That was a good track meet for them, wasn't it?
Heck yeah.
It was. And look, we'll stay with track. We're going to update some track stuff. Pike County's Kaylin Jackson, and Wally, that's the sister of the speedster Braylon Jackson. She got first in the long jump over the weekend, and Nemo Williams, the athlete that Bulldog Johnny keeps telling us about, was first, not in the sprint, not in the cross country, not in the pass the baton, relay, none of that running stuff. Wally, he gets first in the javelin.
Cool. And let's slide down to Elba. Caleb Mitchell, their star lineman, signed with Point University last week.
I'll tell you what, we put that on social media, and the Elba congregation or the Coffee County congregation jumped all over that. They were so appreciative that you and I posted that on social media. The Elba folks really turned out for that social media post, and I wanted to give them a shout out. So congratulations to Mr. Mitchell right there. And how about those Charles Henderson JV soccer boys going undefeated right there? That's a big wow right there.
Yeah.
It was an incredible season for the JV soccer team at Charles Henderson, and I just wanted to give them a shout out and congratulate them. And the undefeated season, something that's really hard to do. And I think this is an understatement, Wally, but the soccer program at Charles Henderson looks to be in good shape moving forward.
Yeah, and Neil, be honest with you, my neighbor Brian, his son Jacob on the high school team had the winning shot
to put them in the playoffs.
Put them in the playoffs. So Jacob Meadows, I appreciate that. That was pretty cool. And hey, before we start getting over on things, we need to take another break so we can stay on schedule a little bit. Is that right, Nate? You want to go ahead? Yeah, he gave thumbs up. We'll be right back.
I've been using Double H Ornamental for all my weed spraying and all my pesticides, and you can see the difference between a yard that's got this in it and a yard that doesn't have anything in it. Wally, what are you doing with that tank spray? Man, what you spilled all the chemicals everywhere. Good Lord, the chemicals are everywhere, man. You got a backpack sprayer and now you done hurt your back?
Well, I tried to use that thing, but it's all broke.
The spreader's broke?
Broke.
Double H Ornamental. You see this pretty grass? Give them a call. 472-4907. Double H Ornamental. Put this in your yard.
Dadgummit. Man.
What's going on, Wally? What's wrong with that thing?
Oh, Neil, Dad, my gum, man. I can't cut grass. I can't have nothing anymore.
Is it broke? I mean,
I don't know.
I chopped it all up over there.
Yeah, pretty brutal. What I should have done was called Blake Turner with Turner Mowing at 334-465-0600, and I wouldn't be in this predicament right here.
Best rates in town. Call Blake Turner. He'll give you a low quote. He'll give you the best job. Man, what's that noise? What are you doing with that air conditioner heating unit?
Neil, my air conditioner went out last night, and I tell you what, I watch YouTube, and I know how to do all this stuff now.
Wally, this could be really dangerous, man. You need to call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. 268-0917. Licensed, insured, and bonded. You need to call Matt Johnson, Wally.
Hey, Neil, what does this red thing do?
Don't pull on the red wire. That could be dangerous, man. What'd you do? Don't pull on that red wire. Good gravy. Now you've done it. Call Matt Johnson with Stone Cold Heating and Cooling. Wally, what are you doing with that hoe?
Neil, with inflation and the price of groceries, I decided to build my own garden, brother.
Wait a minute. Number one, this ain't even your property. This is Mr. James Sparrow's property. You live across the street. And second, the HOA rules you can't have a garden. Prices are not that bad at the Piggly Wiggly. Come on, let me show you. Come on with me. Now look, greens, peaches, collards, look over here. Apples, fruit, veggies, all here at Piggly Wiggly in Troy. And also the best meat selection in Troy, right here at Piggly Wiggly's. 2 locations in Troy, Alabama. And also the most important thing, you're shopping local. Come see them at the Piggly Wiggly's in Troy, Alabama.
You know this guy?
Yeah, I know. Wally, what are you doing, man? What in the world?
Nice Bronco.
Why are you hugging the Bronco at Bill Jackson Ford?
Because I want a Bronco, brother.
Are you going to buy it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jeez. Well, you can't just be out here hugging vehicles. You got to talk to the salespeople. What are you doing?
Kicking the tire. You know they say you got to kick the tire before you buy a new one.
You guys kick the tires. Bill Jackson Ford, Troy, Alabama. Also, Bill Jackson Chevrolet across the street. Hey, they got new vehicles on the lot. Come see them. Man, I'm up here at Southern Grill and Patio. Look at all these big green eggs, all these accessories, man. It's all you want with the big green eggs. Wally!
Neil, look at the size of this big old green egg here, man. Look at this thing.
Man, that's a big old green egg. You can't get a green egg that big unless you're a platinum green egg dealer like they are at Southern Grill and Patio. Check out this new store up here on Grundy Street, right next to Troy Cable, along with Town and Country. Come visit the new store, the new layout. Look at all these big green egg accessories over here. Come see them at the new location on Grundy Street. Get you a big green egg, because I'm going to get me one. That's the Judds.
Judge, man.
One of them's daughter's in jail.
Oh my goodness. I like that when she says, "Why not me?" That cut off for North Korea gets us.
Yeah.
Yeah, she in jail. Yeah, she's got some
indecent exposure
here in Alabama.
Indecent exposure somewhere, some little town. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Oh,
Back to the
unbelievable.
sports, though. Hey, over in Coffee County at Zion Chapel, their sharpshooter, Slade Grantham, picks up an offer from Enterprise State, and that's his second offer, and he's off and running, and he's liable to get 2 or 3 more right there. And then jumping over to Ozark, Wally, they had several football players sign this past week. Keyshawn Cole signs with Hutchinson College, Community College. Lakeith Pearson signs with Huntington. Cordarius Leitner signs with Andrew College. And also with Andrew College, Shantavius Stewart. So Andrew College gets 2, and 4 Ozark kids moving on to higher education using football. That's awesome.
Look at our buddy behind him, Jim.
Yeah, Les Peralt, yeah.
Love old Les,
Yeah.
man. Hey, and back home, Charles Henderson's Noah Green picks up an offer from North Alabama, baby.
Yeah, there's Noah right there. I think he's in for a big year, isn't he?
Yeah.
I really do. He plays tight end. He's going to be filling in on some defense too, I believe. He's in for a big year for Charles Henderson. And over at Enterprise High School, Taylor Watts signed to play volleyball at Faulkner University in Montgomery. So way to go, Taylor, moving on right there.
What about some baseball, man?
Moving on into some baseball. We talked about who beat who and who's playing who this coming up week, but we'll hit on some of the other games that played. And Wally, we like we said, New Brockton fell to Providence Christian. New Brockton had a great year this year. And for New Brockton against Providence Christian in Game 3, Riley Simmons had 3 of the 5 Gamecock hits in that third and decisive game. New Brockton took them to a third game, but Providence Christian got the best of them, and Providence Christian moves on. New Brockton is eliminated.
All right, and Pike Level Lark storms back in the last inning of Game 2 against Cottonwood to complete the sweep. In Game 1, Cade Brookins was 3 for 4 with a double, 3 RBIs and 1 run, while Cole Garrett went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs. Houston Gunner also went 2 for 4 with 2 runs. And John Locke went 2 for 5 with 3 RBIs and 1 run. Luke Barron pitched 5 2/3 innings and struck out 6 batters. In Game 2 now, Peyton Elliott went 3 for 3 with a triple, 2 RBIs and a run. Gunner went 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run. And Cade Brookins pitched 4 1/3 innings and struck out 5 batters, while giving up 7 hits and 5 earned runs. And Pike Louisville Larks moves on to face Bayshore Christian. But Neil, let me tell you, Cade Brookins going 3 for 4 in Game 1 and also pitching well in Game 2. Hey, baby.
There goes that combination again.
There it is.
That pitching and hitting.
There's the kid. Now, you can't give your daddy any of that pizza now.
That's right. That's right. Cade, you win a large one-topping pizza from Marco's Pizza in Troy, and Adam doesn't get any.
Adam doesn't get nothing.
Doesn't get nothing. If you can do 2 things, if you can pitch and you can hit, and you do it in the same series. Sometimes you pitch real good one weekend and you hit real good the next. But if you pitch and hit in the same weekend,
you get that.
That's where the pizza comes in there. Isn't it? That's where the pizza comes in when you put it together. That's the pizza performance, is when you do the defense or the pitching and the hitting on the same series. And that's what Cade did this week.
And you know what was crazy? I was reading the Troy Messenger. They had you know how they won that game in the end? A hit and walk. the kid got.
It was like 6 hit batters in a row.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the guy got just scared or
I don't know.
or what.
Cottonwood just ran out of pitching in game 2.
Good, great.
Just imploded on the mound.
Unbelievable.
What? Anyway, hey, Pike Lib kept their cool. They were way down, and
That's all that matters.
there was a half inning left, and they used it well. And they
Exactly.
swept Cottonwood. So right there, but Cade, congratulations on the pizza right there. And moving on, the defending 2A state champs, Ayrton walks it off against Wicksburg. Jesse Pelham drove in Miles Tyler in the bottom of the 7th to send the Purple Cats to round 3. That was a little bit of drama there, wasn't it? And we were talking about round 3 was going to be interesting. Round 2 was interesting as well. But in that game that Ayrton walked it off, Easton Kilpatrick was 2 for 3 at the plate for Ayrton with an RBI and a run, and Miles Tyler went 2 for 4 with a run, and Avon Cook was 2 for 4 with a double. Lawson Leaguer got the win on the mound, striking out a pair of batters and giving up 5 hits and 1 earned run in 4 innings pitched. Ian Sin came in and finished it up and fanned 2 batters as well, and Ayrton moves on to the next round. Is this coming down to Ayrton and Pike Lib?
Yeah, I think so. It's probably. Let me tell you, back in my mind, Wicksburg was a heck of a baseball team.
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, I was like, I don't think Ayrton's going to be able to beat them.
Yeah.
In the back of my mind, and then they did. So yeah, I think it's going to be an Ayrton Pike Lib showdown.
It's coming down to Ayrton Pike.
And I told you, one of those teams in that area is going to win state championship.
Yeah, that's right. Those 2A teams in that southeast corner
Yeah.
is going to win that 2A state championship.
And I talked to somebody at Troy Fest, and I was asking about the team up north. The guy told me, and they got 1 pitcher. That's probably going to.
So they're good for. So when they run into those teams, they're good for 1 game.
We're good for 1 game. But I'm gonna tell you, Pike Lib is hot with the bats, man. They got young kids
And they can
coming
pitch.
up. Oh my goodness! So it's gonna be hard. And I tell you, I will love to see the Ayrton Pike Lib.
Luke Barron, Cade Brookins, and Will Rice. That's 3 game starters. So if they got a 3-game series, bring it on.
Got him. And I know Will's been hurt, but if he could stay healthy, Pike Lib should win the state championship. I really believe Pike Lib should win the state championship.
But I'm like you. I think it's a collision course when Ayrton and Pike Lib meet in the Final 4. Then that'll be for the state championship.
And hey, the way it's looking, if I talked to Cody Hollis, and there was somebody playing Saturday, and he was like, they had whoever that team was had to win, because if that was the case, then Pike Lib would
travel.
So I don't know. I should have asked him today. I forgot, but it could be Pike Lib needs Ayrton to come to them.
That would help.
That would help.
That would help tremendously.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter where they play.
You think
in my mind,
there's going to be some soda sold at that place.
Yeah. In my mind, I don't care who comes out of the north. I really don't. Bring them on from let's say Chilton County all the way to the Tennessee line. Bring them on.
Bring them on.
The 2A state championship is between Ayrton and Pike Lib.
No doubt.
You got to convince me otherwise. I mean, I believe it, Wally. I really do. I really do. Okay. We got to take one more break before we move forward, and we're going to talk about some high school softball area tournaments. But we'll be right back.
Man, what are you doing out here? Where have you been? They called the law, man. They said somebody was out here. What in the world's going on?
I'm just here waiting for them to open up to eat one of these award-winning steaks and cheese biscuits and stuff.
Well, the law's on the way.
What?
It was some suspicious activity. They don't open till 4 o'clock on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and they're open for lunch after church on Sunday. One of the best meals you can get after church, too, I promise you. We got to get out of here. The law's on the way.
Let's go.
But you come to the old bar for those fresh cheese biscuits. Hey, what are you doing, man? What in the world? What's happening? Unbelievable. Back up. Back up. Put it in reverse. Put it in reverse.
I need a mechanic.
Unbelievable. What have you done in there that caused all that smoke? I watched a YouTube video. Unbelievable. You got to take the thing to Road Mark
where they know how to fix vehicles, a mechanic. Take the vehicle to Road Mart on 231 North. Don't be like Terry, Wally. 566-3413, Road Mart, 231 North in Troy.
It's so good to be back at Preston's. I'm so hungry. I'm hungry too. You ready? What are you doing?
Kelly Tater.
What are you doing? Wally, that's somebody's food.
What kind of a nut are you?
I'm so sorry. He gets in a trance when we come to Preston's. I apologize. He is a nut job. Hey, snap out of it, man. Oh, that's not yours?
Oh, we're Preston's on.
Come out to Preston's and get your own Kaylee Tater.
Hey, Neil, how are you today?
I'm good. I want some of these chicken nuggets. Well, I want them down here at Crows and Brundage. Wally, what are you doing in the kitchen at Crows and Brundage?
Oh man, I'm trying to steal the secret sauce recipe.
Man, they're not going to give you the secret sauce recipe. Put that sauce back. Patsy, now he's got the salt. Unbelievable. Come see them at Crows and Brundage. Hey, they got fried okra, catfish on Friday nights, wings, honey barbecue wings, any kind of wings, and the best chicken nuggets in the world. Come see them. Crows and Brundage. Thank you. Wally, what are you doing in the surgery room at Southern Animal Hospital? Pet Resort.
I'm about to circumcise this dog.
Man, don't circumcise that dog. Let Dr. Steve Barron help you with the spaying and neuter process. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet Hospital Resort, 770-1838. You got to be a medical professional and board certified to perform these kind of dog procedures on surgery. Give him a call. Southern Animal Pet and Hospital Resort.
Gum, I'm about to starve. Neil told me to meet him at the corner. He must be bringing potted meat and cheese. Menu on this thing, man. I'm going with the pimento cheeseburger, brother.
You are? I'm going with the bougie burger. Or how about the 3-notch wing basket?
Well, hey, I'm changing my mind. I'm going with the Trojan burger, brother.
How about the loaded house fries for an appetizer? Woo! Man, I don't know what I'm gonna get. And I heard that the buns on all the burgers are special. You gotta give them a try. Meet us at the corner for lunch.
I can't get it on my own. Think about that song right here. That's Charlie Daniels all day long, baby. Don't like the way I'm living. Just leave us on here, country boy. Oh, that's a great one, man. You get a bell ring on that.
Charlie D right there.
Love it, man.
Well, you said Charlie D earlier.
Okay.
In that one right there. And hey, a little bit of high school softball action in the 7A area tournament. Enterprise fell to Prattville 5-3, but they turned around and beat Jag 14-0, and then Percy Julian 11-0. So Enterprise doing well in the area tournament. Will be moving on.
The Pike County girls played in their area tournament. They fell to Strong 15-0, but they beat New Brockton 16-9. Strong finished off Pike County 13-1. The Bulldogs had only 4 hits, with 2 coming from Alyssa, I'm sorry. Again, folks, I'm so tired. Alyssa Hershey, okay, including a double. Nate's in there laughing, I know he is.
What about this one?
Pamalia Munoz, thank you for doing this, Neil.
Yeah.
Had an RBI ground out for a long run, and Pike County finished the softball season with a 7-14 record.
Yeah, Pike County had a real good year last year. They did not have high expectations this year, but 7-14, I know they would have liked to have done better than that. The Pike Liberal Arts ladies softball fell to GW Long 16-2. And for Pike Liberal Arts, Tara Walker had a run-scoring single, and Haley Brown had a single for the 2 hits for Pike Lib against GW Long this last week.
In Zion Chapel, 30-3 on the season, gets the best of Geneva 12-1. Sydney Booth, man, this girl, she's incredible. Struck out 9 and allowed only 2 hits and a run over 7 innings pitching the circle, and added 2 hits, 2 runs, and on offense to lead the Rebels.
And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if the boys weren't moving into the 3rd round of the playoffs and somebody really tearing it up, Sydney Booth would have been eating pizza.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that. But hey, Charles Henderson softball falls to Pike Road 10-0. Kaylee Compton, Janasia Cantlow, and Mary Hayden West all had singles for Charles Henderson, and that was their only 3 hits versus Pike Road this past week. Wally, the United Football League, the UFL, Birmingham is 5-0, and they look incredible. By the way, that's 12 in a row for the Birmingham Stallions, going back to last year when they won it all.
Yeah,
they killed Houston yesterday. I mean, just killed them. And I'm going to call it. It's time for everybody to start paying attention to what Skip Holtz is doing in Birmingham. I mean,
Skip stay there after this year?
I'm just saying he's got to be a hot commodity, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He just didn't do good in college. Is that right?
He did average.
Average.
He didn't fall on his face. Major League Baseball, real quick. The Orioles lead the American League East. Cleveland leads the Central. Seattle leads the West. And the National League,
There's my man.
the Braves, 18-7, lead the East. The Brewers lead the Central, and the Dodgers lead the West. For the Braves, Acuna is your all-time Braves steal leader. They get Albies back off the disabled, and Chris Sale is the real deal. The Braves are fun to watch. See you next week.